Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from New York City. You're watching WCS America Challenger League. I'm Axeltoss. I'm joined by Axslav. We just saw Tasia take out Hello Kitty 2-0 fairly convincingly. Of course, making a lot of Vikings in Game 1, and then making a Widowmine and some Marines and a Medevac in Game 2. He'll be in the winner's match. Of course, we're going to find out who's going to play Tasia in the winner's match. We got Neeb versus Maker.
Should be a very exciting match. Both these guys, very young players. Neeb, of course, from the United States of America, and Maker from Mexico. In fact, the number 2 player from WCS Mexico 2012.
Yep.
Right behind Major.
Yep. Very similar names.
In fact, yeah, only 2 letters different.
1 letter.
Isn't Major OR?
It's ER.
ER? I thought he spelled it
I'm
differently.
just kidding.
Oh.
Messing with you, Nick. Nick, I'm messing with you.
You are. You got me. You got me. Of course, that same starting map as we saw in the first one between Hello Kitty and Tasia. So everyone's loving this map, man.
You know what? They should add something to Whirlwind. You know they should add a giant tornado that randomly,
in the very center of the map, right?
No, have it randomly just go across. Just like maybe just roam around the middle. Right?
You know, we should do that in Anaheim in commemoration.
Yeah, let's just not tell
the,
any of the players and just add a giant tornado into the middle of Whirlwind.
We should.
That would be so sick. All right, it's happening. Guys, don't tell anyone if you're watching the broadcast right now. It's between me and you guys. Of course, us and you guys. But here we are in game number 1 of this best of 3. In the bottom left-hand location, I present to you your Red Terran player. Representing FXO North America. Took out Huck 2-0 in his Challenger League bracket, and then fell 0-2 to Puck. And now he's playing Maker. He is Neeb. So far in WCS America, every player Neeb has played has a K in his name. How's that for trivia, Nicholas?
It's useful.
You have a K in your name. Nick.
Oh yeah, Nick. Not Nicholas, but Nick.
How does that work?
It's
Why don't you spell Nick N-I-C-H?
Niche.
No, it's Nick. Nicholas, right? Nicholas, right. Or is it Nicholas? Tell me.
It's
all
Nicholas.
Right.
Yeah.
In the top right, Blue Terran player from Mexico. He's Maker, representing Team Chaos Latin Gamers. He went 0-2 Alicia and 1-2 Moonglade in his round of 32 Premier League. Got 4th place there. And then the Challenger League bracket, 1-2 against the Muslim, has yet to win a match in WCS America, but better time than ever to try to come up with a victory. So wow, he got 3rd place in a home store though. Is that what that said?
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah.
I'd be very...
So what's interesting is both players went gas first here. So really wanting to get the factory out very fast. And that could be because it's a big map and you're like, you know what, if I get Hellings out and they're not ready for them, that would be great. Also could be to try to get fast Banshees. A couple options from the gas first opening. One thing to see is if players stay on one base for a long time, and you can that'll be indicated by getting a second gas. You really want to prioritize a lot of tech-heavy units off one base. Or the other option is just staying on one gas to get some tech, maybe one factory, one starport, but going straight for the command center.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, and if there's a map where you're going to go for a faster expand in this matchup, because, you know, this matchup does revolve, it has revolved lately around, heavy one-base play because of the popularity and the effectiveness of the Hellbat with a couple with the Medevac. But if there's a map where you go for a faster command center, where you don't invest as much into one base, it's probably this map. It's probably these positions on Whirlwind. Bottom left, top right locations, very, 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 very far away from each other. So we'll see. We'll see how fast they get their command centers on the ground. And again, both these guys... Oh, wait. Actually, they're both taking a second gas, it looks like.
Indeed. We are seeing a little bit of build order slight difference. Neeb going for a very fast starport, and Major going straight for the armory and Hellbats before adding the starport. So he really wants to crank out Hellbats super, super fast. And it looks like we're going to see Banshees coming out of Neeb. So... Of course, while Hellbats can't shoot Banshees, they can kill SCVs faster. So if it gets into a base trade situation, it really can go more in the favor of the Hellbat player. But if you have, Widowmines, Turret, Vikings, those can defend both type of threats pretty well.
Yes. Cloak on the way, and a Banshee should be incoming here from Neeb as soon as he accumulates the necessary resources. He needs to identify that his opponent is going for that Hellbat play. And then I feel like, gosh, would you make a Viking right after this first Banshee if you knew Hellbats are coming? Or would you make a second Banshee and then a Viking? Like, what do you think?
I would probably get the Viking.
Yeah, I think I would too.
I don't know if that's correct or not, to be honest.
It's tricky.
It's a pretty clever detail. Defensively, a Viking's much better than a Banshee because until you kill a medevac, you can't really kill the Hellbats.
And you can even get some shots on the medevac before it arrives to your base,
yes,
right? By patrolling it out in the front, keeping a good eye over that.
He is getting a Widowmine, which is going to be very useful. If you have Widowmine brings a medevac to the one-shot range, so then a Marine can one-shot it, a Viking can one-shot it, or a Marine maybe two-shot, but it brings it basically to almost no life.
Yep.
And so it's very instrumental in defense of the Hellbat drop.
So this isn't the fastest Hellbat drop possible. Instead, Maker's going to be, he's going to be accumulating them a little bit. He's going to get 4 Hellbats and 2 medevacs. And then he's going to just go across the map.
The Banshee's not even trying to hide itself. It's just going straight over to Watchtower. Marina's going to see it.
Mind game, maybe.
And now, you know, Major has eBay on the way. He's going to build 2 Vikings after these 2 medevacs, of course, to deal with the harass. I assume he's going to build at least 1 Viking, right?
We'll keep an eye on that. It doesn't have, does he have the resources? Yeah, there's the Viking.
Okay. Or, no, or he still doesn't build a Viking.
Maker?
Oh, yes, sorry.
He built the Viking. The Cloak Banshee coming in here, turret being made in the main base. Meanwhile, 2 Hellbat drops going across the map from Maker, going towards Neeb's base, but the Banshee starting to do damage, trying to take down some SCVs. The SCV is making a campfire out of the turret, all huddling around it, and finally the turret finishes up. But he needs that Viking on the map. Meanwhile, Hellbat drop incoming, and there's no Viking from Neeb. A Banshee was his second.
But he does have a Widowmine. A lot of Marines here.
Okay.
Marines are going to die instantly.
Yep, Hellbat's dropping on top of the Marines, taking those guys out. 2 medevacs still alive, not getting in range of that, the Widowmine.
The missile turret was so important there, and keeping those medevacs away. Oh, he's got Hellions attacking from the front as well here.
He's going to try to take down that supply depot so the Hellions could get inside. But it looks like all the Hellbats.
He's kind of.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he kind of just donated his units there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Units lost 14-9.
I mean, this was pretty much a disaster for Maker. I mean, he killed a few Marines there, but the Banshee did a significant amount of damage, and he needed to get some counter damage done. He just wasn't able to make it happen. The missile turret kept the SCV safe, which is the most important part.
Expansion was up a little bit earlier for Neeb, so Maker really wanted to get into that SCV line to get some damage done, but only able to get those Marine kills.
Neeb now going on for some more Banshee harass. The missile turret trying to be built in the natural. It looks like it'll just barely finish. Oh, boy, was that close.
That was close.
I mean, I don't know if he even had a scan available, given the fact he's been on 1 orbital.
Yeah, he would have had to pull, a few SCVs to try to get that finished. Cloak Banshee trying to be annoying there in the main base, but 2 Vikings now on the field for Maker.
Oh, but he's found a sweet spot where he can deny the natural, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, missile turret does reveal, though. The Banshee just barely gets away.
Both those Banshees are solo in health. 40 HP on one of them.
I mean, Maker needs to get some counter damage done. He's just taking way too much damage from this Banshee harass. I mean, he can't even get his natural up. That's not where you want to be as a Terran player. So his way to try to catch... he's found a sweet spot. He's going to have to... Okay, Cloak. Cloak goes away, man. If he... Oh, but it's another Banshee here.
Oh, he can't get the command center finished.
Oh, no. If that command center actually dies...
There's no way it's going to...
He has no scan.
Does he have a... Is that energy? Oh, God. Still a lot of energy. Another SCV coming forward.
I mean, that was crazy. You know, his missile turret was just barely out of vision. Remember the first Banshee tried to hit the command center?
Yeah.
But the missile turret gave vision. The Vikings chased it away. But then Neeb looked at it and said, you know what? If I place it just perfectly at the farthest angle away, I can take that out, and he can't see it.
And then, SCVs trying to be heroes.
Yeah.
Trying to finish that command center. Not going to happen with the Banshee.
No, I mean, they two-shot him, so before they can even get to the command center, they're pretty much dying.
Yeah. And then, behind that, what's important, Neeb defending the Hellbat drops. That's so important. Of course, you consider, what if Maker had done a build that instead went for a really fast Hellbat drop, instead of storing up 2 medevacs, 4 Hellbats. So you got to kind of think of the give and take as far as things like that are concerned. But Neeb doing a great job defending that Hellbat harassment. I
mean, it just came out of the missile turret.
Yeah.
Maker tried to get a missile turret to defend a Banshee. He lost like 7 SCVs before it got up. And then even then, he couldn't protect this whole base. Whereas Neeb had a missile turret done in time.
Right.
He had a Widowmine to help out. He had a bunch of Marines to deflect. He just had a lot more stuff available to defend.
Yeah, so Maker going 0-1 so far in this best of 3. Neeb taking game number 1. Guys, coming up next, we got game 2 between Neeb versus Maker. Stay tuned.